A single job opening might get as much as 100,000 of applications, and this is why the importance of a good CV cannot be overemphasized. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can build your own UK standard CV and you getting a better chance of getting an interview and all of that. If that's what you want to watch, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for all the support so far. It's been overwhelming, but I really appreciate you guys. You guys should not forget to like, share and subscribe. So today I'm going to be talking about how to write your perfect UK CV and what the ATS means. ATS meaning Applicant Tracking System. So I touched on this shortly in my how I got a job in the UK under 2 weeks video, right? And I've gotten quite a number of requests to talk about how to write a good CV and all of that. So I want to just explain this in good, like simple terms. I know that to write a CV can be very daunting, but trust me, just take your time. You'll be able to develop that perfect CV for yourself. So I'm going to be starting like, okay, what are the basics? Like, what do you need to do? So like we all know, the first thing that needs to be in your CV is going to be like your personal details, right? And for your personal details, all you need to have is your name, your address, your email address. Now, this email address, please let it be professional in the sense that don't come and put sexyashake@gmail.com or, something funny. Just put your name. So if your name is Bemi, just like me, and my surname is my surname, yeah? So bemini.o@gmail.com. That is a good CV. I'm not saying bemiforlove@gmail.com, So please keep it professional, and then there's always a debate. Should you put your LinkedIn URL on your CV rather? Me, I think that you should if your LinkedIn is good, especially for all these people that have like portfolios on their LinkedIn and stuff like that. Please put your URL. It makes it even easier for the employer, to get to know you better, and especially for all these people in tech and design and all of that. So please put that if you have a good LinkedIn, right? But all this religion, age, where they give birth to you, all of those things, please, I beg, it is not needed. All you just need is your address, your phone number with the country's code. So this is also for people that are applying from like their home country and they want to apply to job in the UK. For Nigeria, +234, do not forget that. Now, after you move on from the personal details, yeah, you now need to do what we call the professional summary. In this part, it should not be more than 1 or 2 sentences, right? But this is where you just briefly and like you really sell yourself briefly here, but it's very powerful. More like it shows who you are, it shows what you have done, your years of experience and all of that. It needs, like, when someone reads it, it needs to be touching, like, okay, yes, I can understand what this person does, even before going through the experiences and all of that. So, but it should not be too long. You don't want to put story there. 1 or 2 sentences, 3, 4 lines, that's good. So now when you now leave your professional summary, we'll now go to the section where we have skills, right? So now this is the place where you want to talk about, your kind of skills. So let's say you are in tech, you are good with SQL, you want to put it there, SQL, and all of that. This is where you just talk about your skills, be depending on the kind of field that you have, right? Team player, all of those things, they are too what's the English I'm looking for now? They are too cliche. That's the English I'm looking for. They are too cliche. So please be more specific, put more skills. You know what you are capable of doing, just put them there, and that's what they want to see. Now, after we leave the skills section, we now have what we call the experience. Now, in this country, you want to start from the most recent experience. So this is what they call like the reverse chronological, right? You want to start from the most recent experience to your least experience, right? And in this place, you do not want to be giving us too many stories. Please keep it short, but also include sufficient information. Do you understand? Like, keep it short, but let it have sufficient details. You want to write clear sentences, be direct and focused. Then use doing what. What I mean by using doing what is oh, I organized this for my organization, I developed this. You know, you want to also talk about how you smash your KPIs. You know, if you guys, I want to believe most organizations do appraisals, you want to also talk about how you've been scoring good in your appraisals. You know, like you've been having A's and all of that. This thing is very important. You know, don't use like past tense, or you know, just make it, don't, I'm trying to look for a good example, but you know, just use like doing words like, oh yes, I was able to develop this, that. It shows that you are a good part of the, you know, of the team and all of that. Now, after you have, so like I said, just start from the most recent and to the least recent, right? Keep it short, but make sure it is like packed with information and all of that. So after you're done with this, the next section we're going to have now is going to be your education and training. And in this part too, it should also be reverse chronological. Now, say you have PhD, you have masters, you have BSc. So you are going to start with your PhD, yeah? Then your masters, then your BSc. Your secondary school, please leave it out of it. We don't need it, because we need this CV to be as short as possible. We do not want it to exceed 2 pages, right? So we just need it to be as short as possible, but as much as it's short, we want it to be powerful and, you know, filled with so much information that yes, when the employer, the HR people reads it, they'll be confused that, okay, let's invite this people for interview. So I'm just going to quickly run through what I need, like what I mean you should have in your CV, right? So it should be your professional, your personal details, then your professional summary, then it follows with your skills, then we have your experiences, then your education and training, right? If you want to put reference, if you don't want to, it's all right, but all these things I've listed, please ensure that it do not pass 2 pages, right? So now I'm going to talk about the applicant tracking system. Now, when people apply for jobs, you will see like 1,000, 2,000, I'm only joking, like, but a lot of people apply for some roles, right? And this applicant tracking system is what the HR people have now, what's the English I'm looking for? They've now, I don't know, accepted, yeah, that it does the first stage interview kind of for them, first stage screening for them, right? So what does this tracking system does? So now on the HR side, they would have put in the kind of things they are looking for on CV, right? So it's like a box. You know when you type something on Google, like what can I eat, you are giving Google like keywords to search for. That's the same thing that this ATS does, right? So the HR people would have put the keywords they are looking for. So when they get CVs, they just throw it on this system, and it just sieves out that keyword that it is looking for. That's basically what this ATS does. Now, how can you beat this bot? Now, you need, like I said, you need to use keywords. You understand? So when you see, that's why there's no perfect CV for every job you're applying for. You need to always tailor your CV. Do you understand? Because sometimes you might be applying for different roles. Even when you apply for the same role, some people don't call the same, like tellers now, cashier, they do the same thing, right? But they are called different things in different countries. Do you understand? So some people don't call it the same thing. So you need to sometimes tailor your CV. Now, when you see a job you want to apply for and you see the job description, if you feel like there are some things that you can do and you've not added in your CV, please put them in your CV. This is so that you can go past this ATM system. Do you understand? ATS rather. So like I said, it works like Google. It picks out keywords. So you want to also, another tip is you need to use common job title. You know, if you are HR, everybody knows that HR is common, right? Just like the example I gave now, you are a teller in your country, but you come here, they call it cashier. Please change it to cashier. You know, this is so that you can stand a chance for interview and sell yourself. Now, if the job also says that we need ACCA qualified, right? In your CV it says that you are a chartered accountant, but in the HR part they put it on the system that they want ACCA. Please, you need to put that ACCA, even though you want to put the full meaning in bracket or something, but that ACCA needs to show in your CV, so that you will not miss out on that point. Do you understand? Because that's how this bot works. It's a computer. Whatever they tell it to do, that's what it does. Do you understand? So these are the few things that you can use that to boycott this, not boycott so to say, but it's just to pass this ATS, and then you now sell yourself to the HR and all of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a quick demo of how this ATM works so that you guys can see, and then you can use it for your own usage and all of that. So I hope that these few points that I have said, somebody out there is going to watch this video to the end and use it. So see you guys in the next video. Bye. So this is just me on the ATS that I found online here. So now, as you can see, it's going to, there's on one side there's the resume, and then the other side is the job listing. So what I just did was to upload a random CV that I found on the internet, right? So I uploaded it there, and then this CV is for someone that is into software engineering. So I went on Indeed and I went to copy like one of the job description that I found on Indeed for software engineer, right? So this is just me copying this job description. So I paste it here, and then all you just need to do is click on the scan, and then it's going to work its magic, right? So we wait. So now that's the score there. So it's going to highlight everything that you have in this CV that is part of that job description, you know, what you don't have and what you have and all of that. So this way, you know that 49 is not a good score out of 100. So obviously this person is not going to get picked, most likely. So yeah, you just need to work on whatever it suggests while you go through the drop down and all of that. It might be taxing, but trust me, it's really good if you go through this and, you know, at least save yourself the headache of applying and applying and applying. So this is just a brief description of how it works. Thanks, guys.